join us as we embark into a journey 1,000 years in ancient China.
Being an entrepreneur is a very attractive thing, being able to drive your own destiny and, to control what you really want to work on and shape your own future. Again, I was young. I think there are still a lot of things I need to learn. When Egg Story closes down, I, picked up the pieces and actually moved on.
Move on he did, and Nickson went on to establish another startup in Singapore, Egg Story Studios, which specializes in the pre-production, concept development and storytelling aspects of filmmaking.
I consider Singapore as a very important home base because this is where I started. And I think Singapore is important, to have a very strong core team. That's one of the reasons why I still stay put here. There are a lot of really talented people that I've worked with in the past. They've gone through like my first company, the original company, and now they've grown a lot and they're able to also impart their skills with to other people, to other talented people too.
Nickson added that they have never stopped working on Kung Fu Gecko and are developing new material for the movie. With big production companies like Lucasfilm establishing their base here, Nickson told Razor TV that it's a matter of reducing costs.
I think you're going to have more and more big multinational companies coming into Asia, and to have I think all these companies are here to look for talented people. And definitely, a way of, reducing the cost, in making, films. I think that's definitely one of the very big reason why a lot of the Hollywood companies have moved out of, the U.S.
He also explained why our bilingualism puts us in good stead.
Singapore is like a nerve center here, right? In Singapore, I was able to find very good management skills and communication because you have people that are all bilingual here. And because we had to work with people in Hong Kong, China, Taiwan, and also in the US.
The self-professed workaholic spends his downtime with his wife and 2 children who are based in Taipei.
I don't really get stressed out very easily, even though the filmmaking business is a tough business. But I think the really thing that relaxes me is to work on something really fun and really creative. And I don't consider that as work, so much as work, but I consider that as something that I really enjoy. But when I go back to Taiwan, I think what I really enjoy is, being with my family, my kids, because Taiwan is naturally an outdoors country with like really scenic environments and mountains and all that. So we do a lot of camping.
Nickson is currently working on a project for Unilever Singapore to promote the iconic Pedal Pop ice cream and is preparing for the launch of his animation series, Chop Chops. Catch our other clip to find out how Nickson became the first Singaporean to be conferred an Academy Award.